Good morning. My name is Dario, and I am starting this channel about substance abuse and alcoholism. I'm speaking from experience. I have been 20 something years clean and sober, and I have a history of over 20 years of using. And this channel is about discussing people you may know in your family or friends, or maybe yourself who is struggling with substance abuse or alcoholism. It's not about a derogatory characterization of anyone because you already feel shame as it is when you're using. So no one needs to make you feel worse than you already do. You're already beating yourself down, so people don't have to beat down upon you. You're doing that enough by yourself. I'm going to fast forward a lot because I just basically want to introduce myself and let you know what this channel is going to be about. In future videos, I'm going to go over more about myself, and it all makes sense, I promise. But I want to start to where my substance abuse and alcoholism first enlightened me in situations I didn't believe was going to happen. When I was about 20 years old, I found myself living, not just sleeping, but living in Central Park on the West 110th side. And I was sleeping underneath a picnic table while going to school, college, in the daytime. I would hide my clothes in the bushes, and one day when I returned to my home, Central Park, if you will, my clothes were scattered all over everywhere, and I was sitting outside of Central Park, and I was just crying, like bawling my eyes out. And this guy I never seen before walked up to me. He's about the same age as I was, and he asked me, "What's wrong?" And I don't know what. I just started telling him the truth. And he said, "Well, I'm saying that this place called Covenant House, and I had never heard of it." And he told me that you have to be in 21 to get in. I said, "But I'm 22." He said, "Don't worry about that. He's there with check ID." He said they'll let you through. So I walked with him from 110th Street to 42nd Street and 10th Avenue. And he was right. He said they didn't check IDs, and they just let me go in. And they gave me a bag, they gave me a meal, and I told them what happens to my clothes. They said, "Don't worry." They said, "We got a clothing room upstairs, and tomorrow we'll take you upstairs to get some clothes." So the next morning, I went upstairs, got some clothes, and was introduced to the rest of the staff. About 2 weeks later, I graduated from the school. I got my certificate in computers, and got a job the very next day. Like that was crazy. And so with Covenant House, once you get a job, they transfer you to an independent transitional living program, where I went, and that was on St. Avenue. I'm at St. Mark's and First Avenue in the Village. And as they gave me up, I was happy. that just made me ecstatic. Like living in the village, like I had just made it. So I went there. But the thing about doing drugs, no matter where you go, you take you with you. So I took me with the drugs to that place, and my behavior didn't change. And now I was making money, so now I could afford more drugs, and that's exactly what I did. I took advantage of the program and didn't do the things that the requirements of me, like start a bank account, start saving money to build up enough so I can go into independent living. So I stayed there for a year, and when they had enough of me, they transferred me to Greenpoint Men's Shelter. That was my first introduction to shelter life. Little did I know that wouldn't be my last. When I went to Greenpoint, I lost my job by then, and when you're a gay male and you're in the shelter, you are like gold because those men are fresh from jail, most of them anyway, and they have the mentality of a person that's been in jail. So their attractions are still for gay males. And as a gay male on drugs, you can imagine, I don't need to be graphic on that one. Living in that shelter was such an experience, it almost became traumatic. That was something that I was never exposed to, so I really didn't know how to navigate it. But I met this other gay guy in there, and he helped me because he knew I was new to that life, and he knew what to do, what to say, how to behave, how to carry yourself. So he taught me the ropes, which I was very grateful, and I survived it. But I want to leave, so they transferred me to a place in Harlem, which is another transitional living. And the first night I was there, they put me in a room with some individual. He tried to touch me during the night, so I told staff, and the next morning he was kicked out. So I stayed there for about a month. Then I left there. Then I went to Wards Island. Wards Island was a world in itself. But I'm gonna stop it right now because I really want to start from the beginning tomorrow. So this is just an introduction, and I want to let the people know what this channel is gonna be about. It's gonna be about substance abuse and alcoholism. Please try to stay away from derogatory comments and labels like crackhead or junkie. Like I said before, they're already beating themselves down enough. You don't have to help them. Comment below, please subscribe. I will read your comments, and we will have a dialogue. And I really hope this channel will help some individuals that are struggling with the substance abuse or alcoholism, or family members or friends. I really hope my book can help, and it can be a guide to let you know that you can get out of this. It is not magic, it's not a lie. You can get out of the situation you're in, and my book can hopefully be some sort of assistance. It's called Can't I Run Myself? Once again, Can't I Run Myself? It's on Barnes & Nobles and Amazon. Alright, peace be with you, and we will chit chat tomorrow.